little bit about your business. What activity are you into and how are you organized?
I'm into blogging and cooking. I'm a cook.
All right, blogging. Blogging.
Yes.
What's blogging?
Blogging is just all about maybe you owning a platform on social media, writing about events, fashion, music, just trying to share one or two things with people for others to read. I ventured into blogging in 2011.
Okay, 7 years ago.
Yeah, because I wanted to own a magazine.
Right.
When I was 8, I have an aunt who always sent me Ebony or always read
Very
book. Yeah. So I would send myself as an editor, maybe as a thumbstamp, you know. So I opened a blog. My friend and I, it's called Monarchs, Move for Monique, and Arts for Atem, just in the US. So what we try to do at Glow Monarch, we write about mostly fashion, mostly Cameroonian. We try to make people to know about Cameroonian designers. I'm wearing Cameroonian designers. Like,
all right. What are you wearing, if you may ask?
I'm wearing Susu Designs.
Susu Designs. Based in Yaoundé?
Yeah, she's here.
Okay.
So we try to promote designers, we try to promote artists, we try to promote those that are doing any philanthropic work on our platform. It's 237 all the way. Talking about my own
Personal
activity. I never thought of cooking like making it a business.
I know, right?
Never. I love to cook or cook in the house. People appreciate. I used to work with an NGO. Then after my master's went, I had no job, so they recruited me in an NGO as a social media person. So they used to pay me $50, like 30,000 francs a month. So I leave my house, go there. By the end of the month, my money is finished.
I think you use that just for transport for a week.
Yeah.
When you manage.
Yeah. But I used to manage. So $50, I'll go to work, come back. So one time we had an event at the office. My boss asked me if I knew someone who could do catering for something like this, a program. I told her I cook. She said, really? I said, yes, I cook.
I hope she paid you for the job.
She did.
All right.
So when I...
No, it's important because sometimes when it comes to like no man in quotes, the money I was supposed to give her for catering, I'm not going to give the money since I know her. You know?
So she asked me, really, can you cook? Will you cook then come for the event? I said, yes. I can hire a team, give them what to do, you know, just directives.
All right.
So, bam, she gave me the money. It was like 500,000, you know.
Oh my.
So I can cook for
Hallelujah.
500,000. So
was that the first time you cashed money?
That was the first time.
Did you tremble? What did you do?
Of course. 500K was too much for me to handle. I was trembling. So I did a very great job. Everyone was asking, who cooked the food? They said, I said, Monique, really? I said, yes, Monique, everybody. Who taught you how to cook? Everybody appreciated the food. And then one of my friends called me one other day and asked me, T, I need cupcakes. I said, really? But I can't do cupcakes early in the morning. I have to go to work. She said, no, you can do it. So she wanted 50 cupcakes. So I said, okay, let me do it. I did the cupcakes. I charged her for the cupcakes. She went to her office and she said, everybody loved the cupcakes.
Oh my.
So from that day, honestly, people started calling me, they need cupcakes, they need pies, they need cooking. 1 year expired.
Now, how do you organize? Because to be you, be the blogger, and be the foodpreneur, and handle the others that come on a daily basis, it takes more than organization. And probably you have a life, like a family life. So how do you manage all that?
It's not easy. It's really not easy, but I'm a go-getter. I try to get things on point and
there's that girl out there who wants to be a go-getter. So please just give the small details on how you organize. So she can benefit from that.
I have my to-do list. My sisters will always laugh at me. My phone, I have my to-do list on my phone.
Very important.
In the morning, every day I wake up at 3 a.m.
Okay.
Yes. I make my morning prayers. I tell God I'm a believer to start with. Without God, I'm nothing. So I just ask God for direction. At times, I'll even serve like 100 plates of food a day. I'm not exaggerating. Yeah, and maybe if I had that much, I'll call someone to do because I do deliveries. So I'll call someone. My sisters at home will help me. Maybe my phone one or baby is crying. I'm like, oh, don't cry, don't cry.
I'm gonna be this girl student.
Yeah. So I'm like on my phone. I'm on Instagram trying to post on Glow Monarch, maybe on Tina's Cuisine. So at the end of the day, I find myself cooking. Maybe there's a soup on the fire. I'm on my phone trying to edit something on my blog, trying to put something on social media. All my businesses I have from social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instagram and Facebook, I knew people threw that way. So they'll just call me, say, "Don't money?" I say yes. So please, we need food for this. We need food for that. So I try to make my mornings are they're the most important for me.
Yeah.
So I try to organize as much as possible. I finish my work at 5 every day. And maybe I have to go to church. I'm going to church with my son. I just strike him and we're off to church.
Okay.
So it's not really an easy task for me, but I love doing what I do.
It's not an easy task,
Yeah,
but
it's not.
she loves what she does.
I love to cook and I love to write. It's good for me.
Oh my.
Always.
And there's nothing as beautiful. The First Lady talked about passion, and she's also illustrating the importance of passion in anything you do. And as an entrepreneur, you must be passionate. On May 11, 2000, renowned British magazine The Economist referred to Africa on its cover page as the hopeless continent. In the article titled "The Heart of the Matter," the numerous wars, disease, famine, political corruption, and heavy reliance on aid that characterized most of Africa's socio-economic sphere were invoked, implying the source of inspiration for Africa's reference as the hopeless continent. 11 years down the line, precisely in 2011, the same magazine had a more refreshing description of the SY hopeless continent, this time the hopeful continent. Africa rising. In spite of the difficulties, Africa had gained more from the trade than gain. Africa had gained more from the trade than aid. Economic growth steadily rose, averaging 6% annually, and citing Standard Bank, the magazine stated some 60 million Africans could boast of an average annual income of $3,000. Following the global financial and economic crisis, many African nations are facing tremendous difficulties. Slower economic growth, rising unemployment, and depletion in foreign reserves and revenues brought about by a persistent decline in commodity prices have triggered thoughts on whether the African rising phenomenon is over. This is not the case, says Bragima Sangafoa, director of the Africa Growth Initiative at Brookings Institution. In defense of the Africa Rising narrative, low aggregate growth was driven by relatively poor economic performance in the 3 largest economies of the continent: Angola, Nigeria, and South Africa. Besides, commodity prices and sales account for only a fraction of the gains Africa has made over the decade and recent years. Other factors include overall improvements in macroeconomic management, governance, and more importantly, an increase in buoyancy of entrepreneurship. Guess what? We have 3 great entrepreneurs of Cameroon origin today, and high unemployment are thought, and tough economic times on the African continent, unlike before, are bringing about another kind of revolution. You can see the revolution in these ladies today. Some might say it has been good for business, while this economic vibes factor into the equations of political upheavals and social unrest. They have also triggered a spirit of entrepreneurship, increasingly seen as a huge untapped source of growth as the continent seeks to diversify from its traditional sources of income upon year in 2016. The African entrepreneur is more likely to overcome obstacles characteristic of imperfect markets, such as weak physical infrastructure, finance shortages, and skill gaps to provide goods and services. The Africa Economic Outlook, Entrepreneurship and Industrialization 2017 makes mention of that. The actual number of qualified unemployed people could be more than 30%, given that ILO statistic takes into account only those qualified and are actively searching. The figure for individuals who have even given up job hunting is sidelined. A critical look, therefore, at this number of businesses created and supported by the government, and the 30% unemployment rate suggests a mismatch. Logically, this rate of business creation should reduce drastically, at least the perceived unemployment rate. Furthermore, the IT hub Silicon Mountain, Oboya Southwest region, has proven to be a fertile ground for entrepreneurs, employed many a youth, and home to the nascent but promising entertainment industry. Activities have, however, stalled, and business is terribly hit by the internet shutdown and the tense political climate. In addition, limited access to creative facilities and complex high taxes have added to the difficulties faced in Cameroon's entrepreneurial ecosystem. Notwithstanding, a good number of young entrepreneurs like the ladies we have on the forum today have braved the odds and achieved a commendable level of success.